Hey there, it's Kingdom Gambit, and today I'll be showing you a chess game that I played on chess.com. Hopefully, it will help you learn something and get your rating up as well. I started with the white pieces, and let's get right into the game today. So I opened with the queen's pawn. It controls the center, and it usually leads to more positional developments for the pieces. My opponent plays d5. He is also establishing a presence in the center, and he's controlling the e4 square and opens up the light squared bishop. Here I develop the dark squared bishop, activate the diagonal where it controls the center. My opponent plays this move. He develops his knight and attacks the center as well. Beginning of games, especially around the intermediate level, you just want to be the boss of the center, in other words. I bring my knight in. It's also eyeing a couple center squares. I know I just keep ragging on the center, but it's very important, especially with the opening that I'm playing with right now. And this is actually the Jobava London. If you play the London, this is opening that people can fall into a couple traps with. My opponent plays this move. It's very precise because let's say he just played a random move like just bring his knight out. This is what a lot of people do. This would be a really big blunder because what I end up doing is playing my knight here, and this is where people start to go wrong. This is being hit by two pieces. You don't have this pawn out, so you can't develop your bishop to block it. So because this c7 square is under attack, the only real way to stop it is blocking the bishop. And here what I would do is take with my pawn. And for his knight, he only really has one good move, and it would be attacking my bishop. But what a lot of people end up playing, for whatever reason, and I just see this more often than not at the intermediate level, is playing a move such as this, and it actually falls into a fun trap where I take with my queen on the pawn, he takes back, and I'm winning it back through check. But anyway, let's go back to what happened in the game. That is just the opening weapon for the Jobava London. He plays this precise move, stopping all of that shenanigans. And here I am developing my knight. And he brings out his bishop. Excellent move by him, controlling some good squares in the center, just as my dark squared bishop is. So right now we have a pretty even position, pretty symmetrical, I would say as well, besides my knight being out. He plays this move e6, opening up the diagonal for his bishop. Great move. And I play this move e3, doing the same thing. We're kind of copying each other, not even realizing it. And now, looking at this position, it is very, very symmetrical. I play this move, he copies me, and I ask for a trade. He obliges. Why can I not say that word? Oblige? Tell me in the comments if I'm saying the wrong word. But anyway, I take with my queen. This is a good move to just let me develop my queen. And he asks for a trade with the dark squared bishops. I put my knight in the middle, and this is a very common idea in the London opening. A lot of people at the beginner level, not usually the intermediate, will fall into this trap of just taking it, and you're actually losing a piece this way. You'll be winning a pawn, but after this, yeah, he's just down some material. He castles, good move by him, just getting his king to some safety. And this is an inaccuracy by me. I thought pretty good move to have my bishop in the middle. I wonder what would have been a better move in this position. Just castling, it says, would have been best for me, getting my king out of the center. All right, and he attacks the bishop. I defend it with my queen, which is a blunder. For what reason? I'm not sure. I see. Him playing a move like this. And now my bishop is trapped. I don't understand why I did that. It took me a second to see it. You probably saw it right away, but sometimes when I'm reviewing these games, I'm just out of it in a way. It's a move I feel like I would see most of the time right away. He ends up just taking. I don't know why. He could have won a piece, and I take back. He gives me a check. Oh, a little bit spooked here, you know. Gives me another check. Getting super spooked. But I block with my knight. Best move, it says. He takes his pawn, which is a horrible move. You gotta... One of the biggest lessons that you could take away from this game is always think about your opponent's move. You're opening up the file to your king here, and my queen is eyeing this diagonal, putting some pressure on the g7 pawn, which is very deadly, because although you're winning a free pawn, once I move my my rook over, there's no way for him to protect this square. What he ends up doing is trying to kick my queen, but oof, he left her e6 pawn to hang, buddy. And after a check, he resigns because he's going to be losing his queen on the next move. His king has to slide over. I'm winning a queen. And up this much material, there's just not much that you can do. I'm up 11 points of material now after I forked his pieces in the beginning. And then he kind of led himself into a disaster. Anyway, it did look dicey for a second, but after looking at the review of the game, I had that big blunder on move, looks like move 14. But besides that, I played a pretty good game. I had 85.5% accuracy. Chess.com rated me 1900 and rated my opponent 1200, gave him a 71% accuracy. But all in all, I think it was a fun game. Oh, that was when he blundered his knight. This is when I blundered my bishop, which the computer gives it equal now, which makes a lot of sense. He just didn't, he just had a miss there. He didn't see it. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the tactics of this game and maybe learned a little something. If so, please hit that subscribe or the like button. It really helps engagement. It really helps getting some engagement to get the channel growing a bit. But anyway, I hope you have a great rest of your day. You enjoyed the video, and goodbye for now.